This is the new TC Pride Podcast, Episode 82, Part 3 of special on-location coverage of Saturday in Loring Park at Pride 2017. Happy Pride 2017. We're on location of the Twin Cities Pride Festival, and we're here with our old friends at Twin Cities Gay Men's Chorus. I'm here with
Taryn Keith. I joined TCGMC in September of 2016. It was a great move. I was new to Minneapolis, and I was looking for a good community to be a part of, and I found the Twin City Gay Men's Chorus. So they've taken me in. It's just been such a warm, inviting, friendly environment. I get to express myself musically and just take part in the community as well.
Awesome. Yeah, Twin Cities Pride Podcast. We did a couple of episodes last year that were all about the Twin Cities Gay Men's Chorus. So what are you folks up to here today at the festival?
We are talking about an advertising for our concert series next year. So we have everything laid out for our three next concert series. The first one is it's called the TCGMC Gay Holiday Spectacular Around the World. So we're trying to get a more global perspective of Christmas music. So we'll be singing Christmas music from many different cultures. Our next one, our spring concert, is titled Rise Up, and it's more of a social justice concert. We're kind of getting outside of our bubble of gay rights and moving out to more human rights and getting into the community and taking part of the social climate that's been swirling up around Minneapolis. So it's a very important move for the chorus. And then for Pride next year, we'll be doing Queen, music from Queen. So I'm very excited for all three that are coming up. It's going to be a good year.
And how can people support the Twin Cities Gay Men's Chorus other than like coming to the show or participating in the chorus? How can people support you online?
So just talking about it and showing up is half of the battle, and just helping us get our name out there. We do a lot more than just sing. We are part of the community. And so I think it's important for our fans to realize that we're much more than entertainment. We are people that inspire and motivate others. Happy Pride.
I'm Shayna.
And I'm Jane.
And?
Oh, this is Moose, my dog.
Tell me about Moose.
He is an almost 3-year-old Bichon Frise. He weighs a whopping 10 pounds, and he's basically Napoleon. He thinks he runs the world.
Okay. All right. And so tell me, so you're with?
Calliope Women's Chorus.
Well, we are the second oldest feminist women's chorus in the country. We have 40 members-ish right now, all soprano and alto voice parts. We sing music highlighting female composers, local composers, queer composers, and we have a really great time doing it.
We get a lot of our members actually from recruiting here, but we're also looking for audience members as well. Being that we're only women or treble singers, obviously there's a large portion of the people here that can't really contribute to the membership, but they can certainly come and hear.
I couldn't help personally.
Yeah. Exactly. But we'd love to have you at the concert, as part of our community.
I'd love to check it out. Where can people go to find out when you're performing?
Well, our website is www.calliopewomenschorus.org. And let me spell Calliope for you, because it is a Greek word. It's named after one of the muses. And it's Calliope. And that's womenschorus.org.
Yeah, happy Pride.
Yeah, thank you. Happy Pride, everyone.
Sophia. I'm with the Uptown Psychic Readers. Today we're doing palm and tarot card readings, a lot of great specials just for Pride. A lot of fabulous readings, crystals, energies, and aura we're doing today.
So why is it important to have these kinds of like readings and stuff done?
Oh, it's beautiful to have a reading done every now and then, just to find out a little bit more about yourself, which path in life to take, what decisions to make, and just to be one with who you are. It's just more for peace and for clarity within your spirit. Yes, I'm right on 2617 Hennepin Avenue, right in Uptown area. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Kenzie, I am with the Sex Workers Outreach Project of Minneapolis. So basically, we're here to support all people who are in the sex trade, whether that's by coercion or by their own choice. We are here to support them. Basically, we're interested in building capacity for our own community to take care of itself and working towards decriminalization, because we oppose the approach that the police take to our community. Criminalization does not help anyone. You can like us on Facebook, SWOP Minneapolis, that's SWOP Minneapolis. You can also follow us on Twitter. We post a lot of our stuff there. We have a website incoming in the next couple months. Happy Pride.
Luann, this is Out to Brunch. Well, it's a social organization for lesbians, and it's very low-key, very casual. We send out a monthly newsletter with events that we're doing all around town, and it changes all the time because people suggest things that they feel like doing. They'll put it on the calendar, and then anybody that wants to join along can do it. And it can be some class that you see, it can be a book reading, it can be some of the ongoing events like our book club. Those things have been going on for a long time, and so it's kind of ever evolving. We see people come and go and come back again, and it's mainly just low key and fun and a good time. If you're looking for some way to go out to an event and you don't have somebody to be with, just contact the group, and there's almost always someone that will be interested in the same thing. So it's a good way to get out and see fun things in the Twin Cities. Thank you so much. Happy Pride.
My name is Scootaloo.
I'm Ahor.
Daniel?
And Daniel, you got my attention walking past this booth here. What were you up to when I walked by?
Well, we're trying to move these hot pans fast as possible. It's a really warm day out, and you know what? You gotta get those thighs some air.
Well, they're all rainbows, and then you mix them with other stuff like smiley faces and kitties, and the people, they just go wild.
Mix and match, collect them all?
Scootaloo hand makes them all right here in the Twin Cities.
You didn't mention that, so you handcrafted all these.
Yep, so my friend Olga makes all these like hair and body glitter, so she's doing glitter roots, and then Ahor here is doing face paint. And we're also selling pasties, and they've been selling really well today.
How's the face painting going?
It's going great. I'm doing lots of rainbows, lots of glitter and gems. Totally fun. Olga's been doing some really great glitter beards.
Yeah, tell me about this glitter beard here.
You can't see it, but it's as if an emerald shattered on my face. It's beautiful.
And I bet people can see it now.
They can now. Hopefully in their mind's eye, it's vivid.
The name of my company is called Scooty Pie, which can be found at scootypie.com.
That's going to rank pretty high on Google if somebody searches for Scooty Pie, I think, right?
Scooty Pie. It's like cutie pie with an S in front of it.
Ah, right on, cool. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Bye.
Mary Rose Dolezal.
Omkar Saurdekar.
Reclaim.
We do therapy for queer and trans youth, and we're working to center queer and trans youth of color.
Today we're asking festival goers to stand in solidarity with queer and trans youth and think of something that they want to reclaim or have reclaimed in their life, and then write it up on a whiteboard and be a part of our photo campaign.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I think it's amazing that we can since we do mental health and therapy, give people an opportunity to pause in the midst of everything and be like, what is it that I want to kind of recapture in my life? And people are really appreciating a chance to do that.
www.reclaim.care is our website, and we're on Facebook and a couple of other social media forums too, so check us out. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
St. Cloud Pride. We do it every September. Friday night we have a burlesque show at the Pioneer Theater. Saturday we do Pride at the Park at Lake George. During the evening we also have the drag show. Pride at the Park is of all ages. Both of the burlesque show and the Pride show, drag show are 18 plus. We also have 21 plus. And then Sunday we're doing brunch at DB Searles. Today we're just trying to promote our show and our group here and get the word out and try and get some people to show up. Thank you. Happy Pride.
My name is Ethan Dalton. You know what, actually, this is my second year coming here, but what I've noticed is there's been always a lot of changes going on each year, but I feel like there's been more, you're seeing a lot more of the regulars coming out here. You know, from what I've seen in the past, you know, you have a very big gay community, but I see a lot of mix of straight, bisexual, transgender, a lot of a really good mix this year, and I think that's kind of pretty cool to see. Well, for me, you know, it's just it's the fact that I'm just a very curious person with life and just with the experience of just living as you go. But for me, it's just really knowing more about yourself and more accepting who you are, and not only accepting who you are, but accepting everything else that you wake up to. There was a good saying that I kind of mentioned too in one of my papers that I said about acceptance is a very big thing that is being lacked these days here, especially in our society, and that's really reasons why we have issues with each other, because acceptance is a very big is a key that's lacking. And it's kind of like you have to accept that you're going to die someday. You have to accept that you're going to get up in the morning and it's either not going to be a good day or it's going to be things are going to happen for you. But you just have to accept also the fact that there's people out here that want to be able to open up their lives to not only the community but also to everybody else around themselves. And kind of I mean, it's just really, this whole thing is about acceptance, and that's what we need to see more around in society. Yeah, absolutely. Happy Friday to you too.
Dan Buck, NARAL Pro-Choice Minnesota. Well, we got a couple things going on, as always, recruiting volunteers, but we also have a thank you for Governor Dayton for his continued support for women's right to choose. He's vetoed everything bad that's come down over the last 6 years, and he'll stand by women for the rest of his term as governor.
And so the last time we talked, it was actually before the election, I think. Oh, yeah. And you had talked about the importance of not just showing up to vote, but also being involved sort of like after the election and making sure our voices are heard.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, voting is important, but if we're not following up with our legislators and hounding them to do what we elected them to do, we're not really fulfilling our part as a good citizen. Well, you can be contacting your legislators, obviously, but also thinking about 2018, because if we don't do something in 2018 to correct the course that we're on, we are really going to be in trouble in the long term.
Danielle Doncaster.
And Dustin Engstrom.
Oh, well, I just figured that I'd dress up to show some pride and, wear a little color.
Yes, I definitely am a big Star Wars fan, and hence the, Stormtrooper cat I'm wearing.
So I see you're holding a hula hoop. You know how to use that thing?
Yeah, I definitely do.
So what do they call hula hoopers? What's sort of like the artistic name for it?
Like a hooper, yeah. Not to be confused with pooper.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for clearing that up. So what have you been up to at the festival today?
We've just been, kind of wandering around, just interacting with all the dogs we can.
Your dog people.
Yeah, for sure. We don't own dogs ourselves, so we have to get all the dog interaction that we can.
I don't own dogs either. I like other people's dogs personally. I love to play with other people's dogs too. So we've been asking people, what does pride mean to you? So you want to tell me, what does pride mean to you?
I think it just means equality of everyone, including everyone that we can, and just showing our support for no matter where you are at in your life.
Well, I just feel like, just like the freedom to be yourself, yeah.
Happy Pride.
You're with Silly Miss Tilly.
And what are you up to today?
I'm up to making balloons and having fun and making smiles and laughter happen.
And you were like covered in balloons. Tell people about your outfit here.
I'm trying to look like a porcupine. I got a brown porcupine on my head, and then I have rainbows all around. And if you could only see me, I know you guys can. But ready? Porcupine, stay shiver. Thank you. Happy Pride, guys.
Gina.
So we're asking folks today about what pride means to them. So what does pride mean to you?
A celebration of everyone, no matter who they are. The first pride that I ever went to was in Des Moines, Iowa, and it was recently after me and she wasn't my wife at the time, got together, and it was exhilarating. It was an experience just to be out who you were in front of everybody. It was a lot of fun. Happy Pride! Woo!
Juanita Shingles.
And John.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. There's a lot of delicious people walking around here.
We've agreed on a few. This is my first pride. I got to admit, it's pretty interesting.
Fantastic. We've been asking people about their first pride. So what about your first pride?
My first pride actually was a few years ago. This is actually like my fourth pride. And every time actually feels like the first time. So I guess this counts as my first pride. The crowd's awesome. Everyone is very social and happy. I just like environments like this because everyone is comfortable being exactly how they want to be. At your job and at other places, you kind of got to hold your gayness or your weirdness inside. But at Pride, you can be weird. Look at that guy. He's wearing a full leather suit. Like anywhere else, he would be classified as a weirdo. But here, he's normal and loved. And I love it. Right. Thank you.
Tegan Hughes. I'm wearing a huge rainbow tutu. and a Menagerie Rugby tank top because I play for Menagerie Rugby.
So what can you tell people about rugby's still kind of new to like this part of the world, right? So what can you tell people about rugby?
Everyone says that it's a combination between hockey and soccer, but it's like
It's not for everybody, right? You got to be kind of tough to get out there.
But it could be for everybody. Honestly, like I've seen more people play rugby than I have seen play any other sports. So if you want to play rugby, come out. It's awesome because women's rugby and men's rugby are the exact same. We have the same rules, and it doesn't matter like if you're a man or a woman and you play the same game. All right, so in Minneapolis, there are 3 women's teams here. There's the Menagerie, which is what I play for, so I play for Menagerie, whoop whoop. There's the Amazons, and there's also the Valkyries. Valkyries are D1, they're really good. Amazons are D2, but they have a women's Premier League. So if you want to meet some Olympians, go to the women's Premier League. But so that's the women's side. If there's college, go to any college. They all play rugby. I guarantee you.
What does pride mean to you?
Well, okay. Well, so my personal experience, I was straight for a long time. I was super straight for about, a long time, way too long, right? I met a girl and she's fucking awesome. I love her, and you meet a girl, you meet someone that you love, and that's what fucking matters. If you meet someone that you give a fuck about, that's who you give a fuck about.
True story. Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of the night. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Maleficent Esmeralda, ladies and gentlemen.
How's the festival going today?
I freaking love it. It's so spectacular. Pride is just a form of knowing who you are without the exception of, or without the acceptance of others. All Pride individuals out there, enjoy, turn up, live life, be happy. It's your life. Hell, do what the fuck you want to do with it.
Lisa R.
Hi, Lisa. So, how's the festival going today?
It's going great. I come from Texas, and this is like really awesome. So I'm having a great time. Had some good beer, got a good buzz, has good food, and everybody's really friendly, and we're having great music.
So we've been asking people about their first Pride stories. You have like a first Pride story you want to share?
First Pride story was in Texas, of course, Dallas-Fort Worth. Had a blast. Let's see, it rained. And it was probably the best Pride I've ever had. All kinds in the parades, all kinds of beads and stuff. I didn't even have to take my shirt off. How about that? So it was great. Pride means that I can get together with all kinds of gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgenders. I am all for the diversity. And it's beautiful because everybody's friendly and we have such a great time. And it shows people how together we are and how many of us there are out here. And it also shows how we are peaceful. And we just want to show our pride. All right, happy Pride to everybody.
The TC Pride Podcast is a production of Podletter Media and Twin Cities Pride. Subscribe now on iTunes, on Android, or by email at tcpridepodcast.org. Get above the noise by raising your voice. Podletter Media turns your email newsletter, blog, or video content into a more powerful, more personal, more intimate, on-demand listening experience. Your podcast, your story, your voice. Simplified, amplified. Learn more now at podletter.com.